The cabin lights flickered as Flight BX-219 from Paris to Tokyo cruised at 35,000 feet. A tense quiet hung in the air until a chilling voice crackled through the intercom. "Listen carefully. There's a bomb on this plane. Follow our orders or we all die." Screams erupted. Flight attendants froze. Panic gripped the passengers. But this wasn't a robbery. The masked hijackers, clad in tactical gear, had a deadly purpose. They weren't just holding the plane hostage, they intended to turn it into a missile. Among the terrified passengers, one woman remained eerily calm. Dr. Emily Carter, an explosives specialist, quickly assessed the situation. The way the lead hijacker kept checking his watch, twitchy, anxious, it meant one thing: a timed detonation. Emily's sharp eyes scanned the cabin. The hijackers were well-trained, armed with silenced pistols. They knew what they were doing, but they didn't know who she was. "We have exactly 15 minutes, the leader growled, gripping a detonator. "Do not test us." Emily had no time to think, only act. She whispered to a nearby flight attendant, "Create a diversion? Now." The attendant stumbled forward, pretending to faint. In the confusion, Emily slipped out of her seat and into the service hatch leading to the cargo hold. Crawling through the dark, freezing space beneath the main cabin, she found it. A black case wired with military-grade explosives. The timer blinked. 4:57, 4:56. She swallowed hard. No tools, no team, just her knowledge and raw nerve. Her fingers trembled as she examined the circuits. One wrong cut, and they'd all be vaporized. Sweat trickled down her neck. 3:10, 3:09. Above her, the hijackers grew restless. One of them grabbed a flight attendant. "Where is she?" he barked. Meanwhile, in the cockpit, the pilot secretly sent an emergency signal to Tokyo. Fighter jets were now shadowing the aircraft, ready to shoot it down if necessary. 2 o'clock, 1:59. Emily took a deep breath. There was no room for error. She traced the power source, yanked a wire free, the wrong one. The timer sped up. Damn it! With 40 seconds left, she spotted the trigger mechanism, a hidden secondary circuit. She jammed a safety pin into the relay, disrupting the current. The countdown halted at 007. For a moment, everything was silent. Then, bang! The cargo door exploded open, not from the bomb, but from a sudden breach. Tokyo SWAT forces had stormed the plane mid-air. Gunfire rattled the cabin. Passengers screamed. A hijacker lunged for the cockpit, but before he could reach it, Emily tackled him from behind, slamming his head into the bulkhead. With ruthless precision, the special forces neutralized the remaining terrorists. The lead hijacker reached for his detonator, only to realize Emily had already ripped out the crucial wiring. The battle was over. As the plane safely touched down in Tokyo, a flood of police and emergency teams rushed in. Emily, exhausted and covered in sweat, stepped out of the cargo hold, her breath heavy. A relieved flight attendant whispered, "You saved us." Emily exhaled, looking at the sky. Not today, Death. And with that, the nightmare at 35,000 feet came to an end.